Baba, O Brahman, O the limitless, O the boundless, O Baba, O the Brahman, O the limitless, O the boundless, O eternity. Whatever I signed up for, if you remember, I'm sure you do, whatever I signed up for, you know as well as I do, you know as well as I do, we do not need no words. Words or no words, we still exist. So, O eternity, O Brahman, O Baba, I have done my time and I know intuitively the best knowing, the best knowing there is, the best knowing there is the knowing intuitively. You see, that's the best knowing. However, if you want something, however, if you want something more, if you want something more, if you want to say the truth, if you want to say something more, the truth, the wisdom, then I am at your service. In these 45 years, if you, this Baba, O Brahman, O Father, O Eternity, this body I surrender to you. This sharir, this body, this sharir, this badan, I surrender. This sharir, this body, this badan, I surrender to you. This mind of humanity, which, if not all, but for the most part, this mind of humanity, I surrender to you. I am here. I am the shell. I am the shell. I am here to speak the words of truth and to speak the words of wisdom. So whatever you want me, whatever you want this shell to say, go ahead and do that, because you know as well as I do that I have done my time here. And I am very excited to merge with you. I am extremely excited to merge with you, Baba. I have done my time. So whatever it is left for you to say it through me, you can do so now. Nobody is as close to the sacred as you are. The one who claims divinity, you know. If you watch my retreats profoundly and if you focus, if you watch my retreats profoundly and if your focus is intact, 245, 250 videos over there on YouTube, numerous videos on Instagram, and numerous videos here on Facebook. If you watch them, you realize I never claimed divinity. In other words, or in simple words, I never said that I am solely, now follow my words and pay attention, otherwise your mind of humanity, otherwise your mind of humanity is very skilled. Your mind of humanity is very skilled to look at everything as critical as humanly possible. You perceive the thoughts, and many of you do not know any other way but through thinking. You perceive the thought from the mind of humanity, and you look, if not all, but for the most part, towards everything critically. The one who cannot make the difference, the one who is the one who is living in a narrow band, the one who is under the influence of Munda, the devil of doubt, which penetrates the doubt, the duality in you, cannot do anything, cannot make no difference except to criticize the one who is making the difference. Have you not noticed, have you not experienced people in your daily life? I do not tell you fiction, I do not tell you Stanley, I do not tell you Stephen King, I do not tell you Stephanie Meyer, I do not tell you Sherlock Holmes, all these fantasies, all these fictions mostly. If I tell you your own experience, you go to a place, you go to your workplace, even in your household, you do not really have to go too far. Even, I hope I'm clear enough for you. What do you see in my eyes? You do not really have to go too far, even maybe in your household, because what you understand your household right now, that was not your household in the previous life. However, the people you are coming in across with, however, the people you are dealing with, they are manifesting themselves, the beings, they are manifesting themselves as your household in this lifetime, you see. Or you go out, you are waiting in a waiting room. God forbid me, I'm not casting spells. Am I capable? I would leave that to you. I was in a ghori in one of the lives. Am I capable casting spells? I would just leave that to you. By the way, make no mistake, the one who is spiritually weak is the fertile ground for those who cast spells. Okay. And the question here, am I capable of casting spells? Namaskar. Shakti De Baba, Shakti Duality Nade. Shakti De. Namaskar. Am I capable of doing that? I would leave that on you to decide. Do I cast spells? No, I do not cast spells. Not maybe in some other lifetime, if you understand. Maybe in some other lifetime I did. I wouldn't go into the detail because it's none of your business. I was an Aghori. That is the closest, that is the maximum, that is the closest you can get to know about my previous lifetime. Look at Aghori on YouTube, you see. Anyway, so you are waiting in a waiting room, you are waiting in a lounge somewhere, let's say. And you would always see, you would always find somebody. If not always, then for the most part. I always talk your experience, I always talk the reality. I give you examples from your own very experience, you see. You know why people who are fiction, why people who are fantasy, why people who tell you what you want to hear. I made recently an account on OnlyFans. Um, Keep your focus intact, what I'm delivering today, if you understand. In the end, everything would make sense to you. I need you to just be with me. I recently made an account. I recently made an account on OnlyFans, if you understand. Um, Facebook is deactivated for the most part. However, on Instagram, I announced that. Here on Facebook, I announced that. And on YouTube as well. These are the three prominent medias that I have announced. A couple of people, or probably perhaps more than a couple of people, approached me, and more than a couple of people approached me, and they said, "We thought you were a saint," and I said, "I never claimed divinity solely." Pay attention. Do not look at, you cannot win even if you look at any of my retreats with everything you got, with everything you have. Even if you looked at any of my retreats with everything you got and everything you have, and you look critically, you rewind every statement, every word I am delivering here. I am still in a state of meditation. In the beginning, I said, "O Brahman, O eternity, O divinity, speak through me." It's very simple. You cannot find anything which contradicts. And if you perceive it that way, then you need to bring more focus while I'm speaking here live. You know, all my videos are amateur. You know the meanings of amateur. I do not read scripts. I do not rewind. Be kind. I do not edit the words of truth and wisdom. I'm not a businessman. Just like, for the most part, you people, you humans are. Anyway, signed up only fans. And somebody said, "We thought," I said, I never claimed in the beginning of this retreat. Remember, I said, the one who tells you that I am enlightened, don't listen to that. The one who tells you where you are going and what to do with your life, don't listen to that. As a matter of fact, that one does not know. Nobody is as close to the sacred, nobody is as close to the divine as you personally are. Do not underestimate yourself. We have told you before, and I'm telling you again, that we have told you human before, and I am telling you again, as Swami Vivekananda stated, that the biggest sin you ever commit, basically, the biggest sin you ever commit, that you believe and you think that you are weak. You understand? That's the biggest sin. You are under the influence of your mind, and you are so fascinated that you are under the influence of Maya, this three-dimensional reality, the reality of shape and form that we understand from Vedic Sanskrit term Nama Rupa, is nothing but Maya. You understand that? What is Maya? Maya, in a nutshell, means illusion. Mind creates an illusion. Mind creates an abstract reality. Mind creates an illusion, and mind creates an abstract reality, and mind tells you this is how things are. Mind only uses two things: your memory, and mind uses your second thing is your imagination, and then it victimizes you. It uses your memory, it uses your imagination, and the more you are under the influence of Maya, the more you are suffering. You know, have you ever noticed all your suffering is based on attachments? Have you ever noticed? And attachments are formed because of Maya. The the sages in India, the spiritual gangsters, the one who has not only the power on this narrow band, which is three-dimensional reality, but the one also has the power on unseen powers, or unseen. You the human form, human is a form. You the human form can only protect and defend, excuse me, English, huh? Pathetic. You the humans can only protect yourself and can only defend yourself from something which you can see. You understand that what you cannot see, you cannot do nothing about it. That's why in India, specifically in ancient India, there is a saying in our yogic culture, in our Gayani culture, there is a saying. You know what the saying is? The saying is, unseen is mighty powerful, that's seen. Unseen is mighty powerful, that which can be seen. That is the saying. I know it through my own experience, though we wouldn't go into that. Now, we don't want to be too bent, huh? You like to bend over. Is that what your case is? Bending over excites you, huh? You want to bend over and you want to have ton amount of audience. The more seers while you are bending over are there, the more excitement you get from within. Something funny starts in your chakra while you show that, you know. Anyway, so what I'm saying to you, that we don't want to be too bent, we don't want to be too deviate from our main topic. The one precise point that I am bringing clarity: do not trust anyone, do not trust no one. If you understand, when, remember something, when it comes down to believe in somebody that this person is divine, you go, you rewatch my videos, maybe 700, 800 videos altogether, including YouTube, Instagram, and on here on Facebook. 700, 800. It's the total transformation. It's the total transformation. It's the entire education. It can transform your life. All right. Not a single thing you would find which contradicts. Not a single, excuse me, not a single thing that you find which contradicts basically with each other. Not a single thing. It's my challenge, you know. And if you can find and prove it, I would leave my body right now, since I have the command on that too. But I am not using that command, because I want to go in good grace with what I essentially am, or my higher self. I want to wait till the last minute, till the last breath, till the last second, the last moment, that is there anything Brahman, is there anything Brahman that is left for me to say? Right now, what I am saying is coming pouring out from the source of very creation. Brahman or Brahman lies beyond that. We have talked about that thing. The main thing, do not believe such a person. I tell you, do not believe me. It goes to me for the same reason. Every time I mention this, I tell you, do not believe me. Not at all. Always remain a skeptic, and do not disbelieve me. You believe me, you kill it. You disbelieve me, you kill it. If you understand. There is a third option to do not draw the line. It's not necessary to believe or discard something altogether and move on to. Why don't you leave the possibility open? Why do not you leave the capacity open? Why do you have to draw a conclusion, a line, a result, an opinion? Why? That's my question. Why? It's just the mind. It's is just the mind and the mind, if you understand. It's simply mind, that's it. Mind wants to draw conclusion, it wants to come to the conclusion, even if it draws wrong conclusion. And for the most part it does. But in the process, what happens? Remember, you are being executed, you are being victimized, you are being prosecuted, you are being persecuted by your own intellect in the process. So change that. You change that, you change the world, my dear. You change that, you change the world, my lover. You change that, you change the world, my seer, my follower, my loved one. You change, if you understand. You simply have to change yourself. You do not have to worry about changing others. You know why this world is a chaos? because people are worried about changing others while they are yet themselves not balanced. Not balanced as far as what? Aligned. Aligned body is aligned with your prana, which is your life energy, and that is aligned with your mind. In the end, these three things are controlled by you, because none of these things is you, if you understand. In this moment in time, to make you understand, I would say you are prana, you are life energy, but just to make you understand, it doesn't make it true. Because when you progress and when you go on YouTube and you rewatch my video after video, then you would realize you are beyond that. Yet you are not experiencing in this dimension, if you understand. Yet you are not experiencing in this dimension because you have not risen the bar of your awareness. That's the thing. You are not experiencing yet that dimension. And I do not want to bring that in your knowledge because your imagination goes haywire. You have very strong imagination, humans. And what happens then? You fabricate your imagination. Then all of a sudden you would start seeing Jesus Christ. All of a sudden you would start seeing Gautama Buddha, Shri Krishna, Rama Krishna, so on and so forth, and the list goes on and on. And then you would start idealizing the messenger, but not the message itself, if you understand. It's in the message, it's not in the messenger. How many times have you, I tell you always your own experience, how many times have you seen people that they, when you are communicating with them, when you are interacting with human beings, with other humans, your kind, your own kind, the humans. How many times you see that people argue just for the sake of arguing because they do not like the person. Maybe that person is a person of color and you are prejudiced. Maybe it's vice versa. Possibilities are all open. That's why I do not draw the line. Maybe it's vice versa. Maybe you discriminate on the behalf of gender. Maybe you do not accept the creation as it is happening. So you are focused, you are more focused to the person, but not what's being said. It's in the message, and maybe there was a chance for you to being wise. Maybe there was a chance for you to learn something new, but you won't because your focus is in something which wouldn't matter in the end and which would dissipate just like this very soon. We do not know. I every day, it's been a tradition, not tradition. Excuse me. I am reluctant to use the word tradition, so I wouldn't use the word tradition. It's been my practice, if you understand, that numerous years, you see the rubber band, my armband here, and my right arm. This rubber band is holding my praying beads. It carries tremendous amount of energy, and you have to be on a certain level to perceive the energy and make the best out of it. Meaning, you have been meditating for a while. A few people ask after you transit, who are you gonna give these to? Well, it depends. If you are interested, you can see about that because it would bring tremendous amount of clarity in your life. It would bring tremendous amount of focus. It would bring tremendous amount of bravery. But you have to be on a certain level because if you are not on a certain level, there might be consequences. You see, not everybody can carry that. Anyway, so So the one who tells you that I am enlightened, the one who tells you I'm divine, I'm sacred, believe in me, That's the one you have to watch out for. You don't, specifically there, you do not believe. You can believe a Tom, Dick, and Harry, but the one who's claiming that, you do not believe. You see, you see, the enlightened, they never claimed that I am enlightened. The one who is enlightened, I, the separate self, and enlightenment do not go together. Are you following? Are you seeing the profoundness? Are you seeing the meaning in my words or not? Are you following what I'm saying? Are you with me? I, the separate self, if you understand, I, the separate self, and enlightenment can do not go along with each other. The I, which is the God's I, and can be found, not can be found, and I am saying with the conviction, is very present in everything in creation, if you understand, is the one I of God. And that does not claim. Do you think God ever claimed, I am God? Do you think God ever claimed, I am God? Through humans, yes, but God never claimed, I am God. Be still. Do you understand this proverb? From Lord Christ, the custodian, the enlightened, Lord Christ said that no one comes to the Father but through I am. He's personally is not talking about his body, which was taken up to the light by God. He's talking about that I am is God, means that I am, which can be found in everything in creation, is God, not his body personally. You know? Anyway, moving on. So that's what he said, you know, that I am is equally found everything in creation. So do not, you are as close to divine, you are as close to sacred as anybody. We were we were driving through Georgia a couple of years back, or maybe 3 years. It's not important. We were driving through Georgia. Georgia is a state here in south of United States, and we were on a freeway. There was a billboard, and the billboard, there was a phone number and a name of somebody and name of some church, and it was said, do you know where you are going? Means whoever this person is, whoever wrote this, is asking, do you know where you are going? That person is saying with such a conviction that, do I know where I am going, as this person knows where this person is going. You see, in order to bring clarity, in order to bring truth and wisdom in somebody's life, in order to change somebody's life, in order to transform somebody's life, in order to free somebody from misery, from vulnerability, and all that, you must be aligned, your life energy, your prana, your mind, and your body, all in one place, aligned. Otherwise, again, I would quote Lord Jesus. Otherwise, again, I would quote Lord Christ. I find so much wisdom in his message. In his messages, plural. I find so much wisdom in his messages. Other people just chant. Other people say meditate on it. You cannot meditate on any word. Meditation is not what you are thinking it is. But some of you know now what meditation is. Jesus Christ said, blind leads the blind, both fall. You see, absolutely. How it's very true. So do not be impractical. I have been in the conversations, I have been in the dialogue I have been in arguments, healthy arguments, with people like that who claim statements like this. Do you know where you are going? And I ask them, do you know? As far as personally, yes, I know where I'm going and I know it very well. And you can know too, I tell them. I said, I am 100% sure you do not know, because the one who knows wouldn't ask you, do you know where you are going? You understand? It's the one who does not know and asks you why this person is asking you. Is this person very concerned with your well being? Is this person very concerned with your um, freedom from suffering? If this person is very well concerned from your well, excuse me, concern to your well being? Hmm? What do you think? Do you think this person is concerned with all that? No. It's all about once you are trapped, no matter what human construct you get trapped into, no matter what places of no matter what places of worship is that, if you know what I mean, no matter what place of no matter what place of worship is that, no matter what human construct you get involved into, it's all about money. Because once you go over there, they find out what kind of profession you are. You see, you are earning a lot of money, you have social connections, you have relatives, you have family, you have that typical three-dimensional reality, the narrow band. But what you do not have is that sense of contentment. What you do not have is the sense of fulfillment. You are traveling from one place to another. You are making new friends. You are having sex. You are getting involved in different type of addictions and all that. Yet you are missing that fulfillment. This is where the meditation comes into the picture, if you know. So the question here becomes that do then I ask them, do you know where you are going? Because if you knew, you wouldn't go around put waving your banner. You know, you like to wave the banner, huh? Waving your banner all over the place. You won't. You would just mind your own business, or you would say, please remain open, do not believe or disbelieve me. You see, just remain open. So number one thing, nobody is as close to the sacred and divine. Other can help you, as Rumi said, other can walk with you, but nobody can walk for you. You see, other can help you. It's important to listen. When you listen, you may learn something new. You see, the Buddhist saying says when you are speaking, when you are talking, you are repeating everything that you already know, if you understand. But when you are listening, you may learn something new. Listening is important. After that, what you do with that, if it is going into your favor, it can change. And such a person would never claim any money from you. Never claim. Anyway, in the midst of this retreat, when I was delivering the words of truth and wisdom, just right now, Brahman reminded me of something that I want to clear. That somebody said, we thought you were a saint. Well, I have answered that I never claimed I am a saint. Do I enter course? You know what this is? Do I enter course with divinity and sacred? Absolutely, every day, for numerous hours sometimes. And that divinity and sacred can be found in anything in creation. I'm not just solely, you are too. It's just the difference. The difference comes into play, if you understand. The difference, excuse me, difference comes into play that much who is aware of this fact. The fact is there, and who is not aware. I am the one who has awareness of that fact, if you understand. I am not claiming that you Maybe you have awareness too. I do not make assumptions. You or I refrain making assumptions as much as humanly possible. I refrain, So maybe you are too. Maybe you are realized that the divine is in you. Maybe you are realized that you are sacred. But if you are not, that's the only difference. You see, that's number one. I would give you an example what I just stated. There was a cub, a lion cub, which was born, and the mother lioness, actually, you know, lioness, she passed on. The mother lioness, she died while giving birth, if you understand. The poor lioness died, passed on while giving birth to this lion cub, if you know. And this lion cub was very baby, small, newly born lion cub, if you know. So what happened was it was raised, this small baby, newly born lion cub was raised by sheeps, if you understand. This newly born lion cub was raised by sheeps, a herd of sheeps, herd, Hurd, herd of sheeps. And when it grew up among those sheeps, it considered itself as a sheep, if you understand. You become what you let yourself expose to. If you understand what I'm saying to you, I would repeat, this is pure wisdom that I am just pouring out to you. You become what you let yourself expose to. And he was only exposed to sheep, so he grew up like a sheep, thinking and considering itself as a sheep. But it was a lion. There was one day, there was another lion which was mature, a really a proper lion. And he was walking, and he saw this other lion playing with the sheep, and he approached this lion and said, this story is from ancient India, and he approached this lion, and it said that, what are you doing? I mean, you are playing with these sheeps. And that lion which grew with the sheep said, because I am a sheep. And this lion, the old lion, the wise lion, said, come with me. And they walked towards a pond, if you know. They walked towards a pond. And the wise and old lion said to this young lion, look, your reflection in the water. And they looked. And then he realized that he looked like the wise lion. He looked like this wise lion, old lion. And he never realized that he was a lion, because he was never exposed to lions. So you become what you let yourself expose to. You became the immensity of you. You have no idea. I experience that every day, either in Kriya meditation or in Samadhi, if you understand. The immensity of you is limitless. The immensity of you is boundless. The immensity of you is eternity. And what you let yourself expose to, my dear, my lover, my loved one, my lover, my lover, my dear, and my loved one, my follower, my seer, if you understand. What you let yourself expose to I, a separate self. I am American, abstract. I am from India, abstract. I am from Pakistan, abstract. I'm from America. I am from Canada. I am a Canadian. I am a Mexican, Argentinian. I am a Nigerian. I am from Jamaica. I. The moment you assume your identity, you see, you are confined, you are barricaded. Barricaded may not be the right word, if you understand. Barricaded may not be the right word. You, my dear, you, my follower, you, my seer, my loved one, now you are confined. Now you are shrunk. You understand what I'm saying? Now you are shrunk. That I, which was such a tremendous, immense possibility, now is shrunk into an identification. That's where the lie starts. That's what Maya is, if you understand. That's where the lie start. That's where the Maya is. Do not let yourself shrunk. Do not let yourself shrink. Excuse me. Do not let yourself shrink in that I. Experience the immensity. Experience the eternity that you are by meditation every day. Meditation is a must. You can achieve any kind of results you want if you perform meditation every day, if you understand. Every day, meditation is a must. You can achieve tremendous amount, whatever you want to achieve, if you perform regular meditation every day. One day you miss, no problem. You start second day. But mind, it would do everything in its power to bring you down, to tell you the lies, you see. But we do not believe in lies, you see. Meditation every day. One day miss, 2 day miss, 3 day miss, no problem. 4 day miss, a week miss, a month miss, no problem. You are not going to burn into the hellfire. You are not going to go into hell. Nothing like. That's the difference between spirituality and human constructs. Human construct want to instill some type of goodness in you by training you with the punishment, and by training you with the reward, if you understand. That's what human construct. Spirituality gives you free hand. You see, you are your own maker. You are your own possibility. You can make anything out of it. That's the reality, you see, that you can do. So ponder on what I said today about the OnlyFans again. So somebody said that I thought you were a saint. I told them I have already answered. I said, look, I have explained that in a video. I actually started a project in November. I never obviously mentioned the name of business or where I was working. It was relevant with some type of clothing, fashion, and stuff like that. So I took that project in November last year, and now what this month is July. In the mid of June, both of my legs, if you understand, my legs are numb. 24 hours in one day. 16 hours that I am conscious. I am conscious all the time, by the way. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm conscious. Conscious in your term, human terms, if you understand. Conscious in your term, conscious human term. Not our term, not my term, but your term, conscious. You think you are conscious while you are in a waking state. You understand? You think you are conscious while you are in a waking state. But for me, or the one who can see beyond physicality, would tell you that Advaita, which is nothing but my own experience, and I know this truth through my experience, tells you that there are three different stages of consciousness. One is waking state, which I am right now in, and if you are hearing the sound of my voice, you are. Then dreaming state, also conscious, and then dreamless state, also conscious, but you do not get to experience all the third or this, which is not important right now. So I said my legs are numb. It has been a month, and whoever I am with, they are really good people. They are really good folks. You understand, and I know that my job that I would signed up for to perform, I have done it. You know, you come here with a purpose. Do not ignore that. You come here with a purpose. Till you fulfill that purpose, if you have a near death experience, you would be conveyed the message your time is not up yet. You understand? Meaning you yet to fulfill that purpose. For me, I know concrete awareness I have fulfilled that purpose. But there are my followers, my seers, my truth seekers, they have become addicted of my presence. They have become addicted to the sound of my voice. They don't want me to go. But I have told you, you need to say it out loud in your heart that yes, farewell, you see. But I know that I am eternal, so I am in no rush. I said, okay, obviously, I'm not gonna ask anybody and make them very uncomfortable about money because I understand you humans are very attached to money, even though you cannot take it with you very far. It wouldn't take you very far. So I said, I can do that, but yet till the last breath, till the last minute, till the last second, if you understand, till then I yet have to keep going as long as my father, Brahman, as long as eternity wants me to. Okay, but both of my legs are numb, specifically my left leg, if you understand. Numb means I cannot walk or function. When the life, the prana, life energy, when it leaves from this accumulation, it usually starts from bottom up high. For a yogi, for a Gyani, which is a meditator, it leaves from the crown chakra. That's why I shave my crown chakra every day. Shave means there is no problem as soon as the time, as soon as the second, or whatever the mind of humanity, whatever it is you want to call, as soon as it has arrived, it works. The prana, the life energy, it works usually from the bottom. Bottom means from the very tip and neck to tip. From here, it starts from here. It starts from here. This, and it works. So both of my legs are numb. I cannot function. I cannot walk overly far, overly long, and my left leg is absolutely numb, you see. But since I'm a yogi and a meditator, I can still get by even with that. But as far as work and standing up for long hours, if you understand, as far as work and standing up for long hours, moving, taking inventory, making displays, these are all the activities, you see, and satisfying the guest and satisfying the client. It all uh, are physical activities. I cannot do that. I cannot ask people for the money, if you understand, to make them uncomfortable and put them on the spot. That's not in me. I have transcended. I do not I refrain as much as humanly possible, if you understand. I refrain as much as humanly possible to even put anybody on the spot. You see, it makes me a little uncomfortable to put people on the spot. I don't, until unless it is coming to a point that there is nothing left and I have exhausted all the options. You understand that? Anyway, they said, well, we thought you were a saint. I have already answered that. They said that, and now this uh, channel you subscribe. The intention obviously is it can pay me some free subscription. You can subscribe for free. There is no contract and stuff like that. But I gotta, I gotta eat. I gotta survive till Brahman, you know, lets me keep going. I will keep going. So I said, until unless you give me a place in your home and you feed me, your words have no meaning. You are the one who sits in the corner and make assumptions about people. You made an assumption about me, didn't you? When you thought that I was a saint or I am a Gayani, a meditator, absolutely. I'm a yogi, absolutely. Yes. But I never claimed that I was a saint. Go, rewatch my videos. See, go rewatch my videos. Go as as far as you can go. See as far as you can see. Even critical. Try to judge the heck out of me, but show me one video where I'm claiming that I am a saint and you need to listen and believe me. Show me one. One. Anyway, so I said, until unless you can do that, I don't know. I don't know what else to do, you know. Until unless you can do that, you can accommodate me, you give me a small couch, you give me a small corner, and you feed me. That's all I need. And until unless you do that, you have no right to say anything. And of course, these people, they are cluttered. They don't have clarity. They don't have the transparency of things. They are cluttered. Am I going to waste my time judging them? No, absolutely not. It's not because what they said, but it's because of my own betterment. I don't want to, I cannot invest my energy, my focus, and my time to judge somebody. It's also transcendent. I do not do that. Okay. So I told them I wanted to take this out of the way, if you understand that. So whether you support me, you don't support me, at least I'm trying. That's what I'm saying. If you know, whether you support me or you do not support me, at least I'm trying. And that's the only way I see, because I don't see any other option, you see. Anyway, so till the Brahman, the eternity, you see, till the last breath, I would keep going. I know the mission I was assigned, the purpose I was given, it's done. The mission I was assigned, the purpose I was given, I have fulfilled, if you know. But I always go as natural as possible, waiting till the last second, waiting till the last minute, asking Baba, asking Brahman, asking the eternity, is there something else for me to left? Is there something else for me to say? Is there something else for me? More clarity, okay? And then I would, all of a sudden, I would be in the light. And I can even tell you here the cause would be heart failure, if you understand. Heart failure is quick. Heart failure does not carry no pain or not as much. Heart attack does. Heart failure is quick, and for the most part, do not just count on my words or what the phrase is. Do not mark my words for that, or do not take my words. But for the most part, that's how. And it's instantaneous. For me, I wouldn't even feel the impact. I know that already. I would be straight in the light, if you know. So there's the thing. Uh, anyway, just ponder about on what I said and stuff. However, also there is a small request, I do not ask that you gotta do this, otherwise I'll be upset or mad or anything. Because the one who has created me, the kahuna, would make, even among you, my listener, my followers, my loved ones, even it can make one among you to the souls to help. But the only help I need, if I have to relocate, if it became a burden and I still am breathing, if I have to relocate, and if I am still breathing, and if I became a burden, could you please kindly let me know if you have something, you know? And that's all. But main thing, ponder on what I said. Number one, no one is close to the divine and sacred as you personally are. The one who claims that listen to me, believe me and follow me, you don't do that. Specifically that.